So I don't like. I was thinking about it. I was kind of hoping, right? Let me get into this. I was kind of hoping that if I just let it simmer overnight, like if I just sat down and thought about it, and I had all day at work where I accomplished basically nothing as usual to think about it, and I was just hoping that I would like something would come to me in that time. I would realize what I'm missing, and I didn't. I got nothing. I did not come up with one single idea that I did not already have. So, I'm still a little bit stuck here. Just a recap for anyone who may have missed it or may have not been paying attention or something. We got problems. Basically, there's a puzzle over there where I have to look at a certain spot in the night sky, and I have no idea what that spot is, and there's like a billion options. We have another puzzle to solve over in, I want to say it's this building here. It might be behind that building though. It's over there somewhere where we got to set the tiles to be a certain way in this big panel. And we were trying for a while yesterday to get all of the tiles flipped to the other color, but we probably don't have to actually do that, and there's certain tiles that have to flip, but then the way you do that, the way you can tell which tiles to flip has to do with some kind of laser system that I couldn't figure out how to turn on. Um, those are the two puzzles that I'm aware of on the map right now, and I have no idea how to solve either of them, so that's great. There's also the ongoing mystery of what's going on over in this building, because we did solve the puzzle in this one, and it seemed to lead to literally nothing. So that might just be a thing for later, but it's something worth considering. There's also a locked door, which I don't think I've checked. That's a good point. Now that I bring that up to myself, I think that there's still like one or two rooms that I haven't investigated super thoroughly. And I was gonna check them today. My plan is basically to check those rooms, and if I can't figure it out still, then I'm gonna go check the grid thing again and see if there's just some sort of switch that I'm missing. And if there's nothing I'm missing, then I'm gonna give up and just Google it. Basically, actually, this game has a built-in hint system that can just tell me what to do, but I am gonna give up if like my one or two remaining leads don't go anywhere. I think we actually did check this stuff, right? I totally did check this stuff. I'm kind of just hoping that like the medallion will tell me stuff. Like the medallion will just suddenly reveal things to me. It'll reveal the solution to a puzzle. Like maybe if I look in here, do we get a medallion? No, we don't. Hang on a second. Could it be that this correlates to the thing back up in the observatory? Like, because they did say they want you to look at a particularly bright star, and like, look at this. It can't be because there's no indication of what settings we've got on this thing. So it can't be that, but I don't know. Just trying to think of ideas here. Okay, that door is still locked. Yeah, there's no ham in this game. As far as I know, it's hamless. I don't think I checked this with the medallion.
The poor thing. Cyrus said he tried everything he could, but it just didn't like living in his garden. A few days in here, and I bet you it will look much better.
So is that like the unkilling chamber? We've revived the flower apparently. And by we, I mean like Catherine. I didn't do it, but Maybe this book? No, the book continues to be nothing. Maybe I did release the bugs, but maybe the bugs. If I zoom in on this. Okay, this is now nothing. This is something. Medallion? The medallion doesn't seem like it.
You'll ruin my experiment.
Oh, I've ruined her experiment. I touched it. But I don't think, I feel like the medallion is just giving me, like, some world-building elements. It's not getting me game progress. Bench is still just a normal bench. See, this is nothing. Whole room seems to be nothing. And this just brings us back here where I guess we're not able to return. I guess we're not able to return to the water wheel because of this. We can still access the whole map. We just can't go to the water wheel anymore. But it's not there. Now we get to walk all the way back. Actually, I think we can fast travel from here, right? Can I really not fast travel from here? Or is this where I want to go? Yes. That was marginally fast. Slightly fast travel. But yeah, I just want to check the laser puzzle room again. That one in particular, I feel like is our most likely puzzle to be able to solve. Because it is, we did get the medallion in there. So that's where we were supposed to go. I mean, I think I haven't taken the medallion into like their house living like kitchen area yet. Maybe the medallion would do something in there. And this is still, this looks so much like it's a hidden lever and it's just not. I just really need that to be like a hidden lever of some kind. Wait, it's this, isn't it? It's these, isn't it? Yeah, I saw the lamp and it was just like, oh, hang on a second. Hang on, I think these are the lamps from the diagram. Yeah, this is literally just it. We turn the lamps on. This is literally just it. And then if we come in here, there's just gonna be the lasers are gonna be set up or whatever. Yeah. Okay, okay. So that didn't take very long to figure out at all. And of course, the puzzle is like ultra easy because I spent like half an hour in here yesterday. Well, there you go. Sure. I did not look that up. It just actually smacked me in the face the second I stepped into the room what the solution was. And it is just a thing that I didn't notice yesterday. I guess sleeping on it did help in some way. Yeah, taking a break did pay off. Taking breaks does pay off. My job currently is to just be a professional studier, and so I've learned a lot about the power of strategic breaks, actually. I take lots of breaks. It's always a good idea. The brain does get stronger with rest. I was trying to... And of course, here's the ages. We were right at the end of Tamana. Well, I guess I'll go to this one. At the end of the day today, I was trying to cram in memorizing an extra thing or two. It was super not happening. I have totally forgotten the stuff I was trying to learn at like 2:30 p.m. today. But the stuff that I learned in the morning, that's in there for good. That's perfect. All right, what do we have here? I mean, there's like a, maybe, oh, that's just the linking book for returning. Never mind. Oh wait, what's the status here? We are currently um
Dad told me you never wanted to learn Donnie when you were little.
it's called
That's why he never
Donnie.
taught you.
I
I've
guess I
been
did.
saying it wrong the whole
I
time.
was
I
having
thought
too
it was
much
just
fun learning
Denis.
other stuff. I was pretty stupid back then.
Here, maybe you should try learning now. With me.
Really?
I think these two books might be the two books that the
Why
brothers
not?
were trapped
Somebody
in.
should.
I think this might be one of the brother prison islands. Anyway, the plot is that I don't really know. Basically, we went to Atris's island. Atris is the guy who writes all of the linking books that teleport you to different worlds. The lore here is that he writes books, and then the books just sort of turn into worlds. So he's like a book god of some sort. Um, and maybe all of the Denis were book gods. I don't recall the lore on that exactly, but they may have been. But anyway, he, back in Myst 1, locked his two evil sons away inside, like, book prison dimensions. And the whole plot of Myst 1 is about them trying to trick you into freeing them, and instead, you free Atris from the book he's trapped in, and then Atris, like, just straight up kills his sons and is like, fuck those guys. So that's the plot of Myst 1. But in Myst 4, it seems that we are trying to visit their prison islands where they were trapped or something. Like I think at the end of Myst 1, he tosses their prison books into the flames. He just like sets them on fire. But at the start of this game, they've revealed that actually, like he kept an extra copy of the books. So even though he threw those other ones into the fire, the worlds still exist, and thus probably also Cirrus and Akinar still exist. But anyway, he was like, let's go investigate or whatever. Let's go check out their worlds. Anyway, first we just have to turn on all of this equipment. So we were like in his home island with his family and stuff, checking out his equipment. And then suddenly something happened, and then everyone was gone. And now I'm here. I think this is one of the prison book
You
worlds.
must have seen it a
So
million times.
that's kind of a bad attempt at explaining the current plot, but I think that's what's happening.
Left it in. Who had the boat? I had the boat. Yes.
I had the boat.
Yes, I had the boat.
I don't think I can have the boat. I think they just started using their book powers for evil, is what happened back in Myst 1. Like, Atris taught them book powers, and they were, like, being dicks about it. But yeah, it's possible that Cirrus and Akinar escaped from their prisons, and they're the ones who caused the explosion in Tamana. Not sure what I'm supposed to be getting from this. Hang on, can we see that again? No idea.
Double passed through both loops. Beautiful knot.
Beautiful knot. I'm always telling whenever I tie a knot and it's particularly good, I also have to say that out loud. Beautiful knot. I guess we're not staying up there. Going incredibly deep down. Oh. You get zapped.
Looks like those circuit lessons you drilled into me in Voltaic have finally paid off.
Voltaic mentioned? I think that's one of the Myst 1
was 10 times
ages.
more difficult, seeing how I had to build everything from scratch.
Is that a Myst 3 one? I'm really not like a good lore keeper with this stuff. I don't really know. I don't remember that well. I remember like all the themes and stuff.
Yes! I knew it would work. I knew there was enough static electricity out there to be gathered by my conductors.
Like the person talking here is almost certainly one of the evil
Stop
brothers.
wasting it in a useless display of light and actually channel it somewhere.
Yeah. That makes sense, because Stone Ship was that one with like the crazy ass like rotating puzzle. You had to like correlate the rotation of something with like the correlation of the other thing in the center of the island. That was a good one. I felt incredibly smart when I solved that, even though it wasn't that complicated. This isn't moving right now. It didn't seem to like that. Oh man, pissed. What's it? Trying to understand this. Oh, what the? Why is my camera being snapped up here now? Oh, it's because something is coming down? What is happening? I might have accidentally solved a puzzle. I think I might have just solved a puzzle. What just happened? What happened? I think I solved it, whatever was going on there. That's how you get out of it. And this is just doing nothing. And there doesn't seem to be anything else in here, so there is some element of this that I'm missing. Myst is only on PC, right? I know, I think it might be... I gotta double check this. Yeah, Myst is only on PC. Oh, it is not. It's the same people who made Microshaft Windblows 98, but it is not the same people who made Who Wants to Beat Up a Millionaire, which is a Dreamcast game. It's just like, what am I looking at here? This might just be solved now. Like, this is just shut. Oh, hang on. Okay, so... Oh, okay, bye. Bye, orb. Kinda sucks that I have to watch the orb go away for the next, like, 45 seconds. Well, we probably just need this to be full, I figure. Moving it left made it go up by 1. Moving it center has just reset it back to nothing. Moving it to the right has added 4. It's plus... I mean, can I just... We only have a certain number of moves. There's a thingy on the right as well. Does that move in any way? That's the, I'm not sure that this is... necessary. Well, let's try. If I go max. I mean, that's all the lights lit up, I guess. I'm not sure what we're trying to do with this. I guess maybe... So now the orb is not going to come down. Oh wait, no, there it is. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So to get the orb, we actually did accidentally solve it on the first try. We want the orb to line up with the second to last thing. So we want... We want it to get here, I think. Well... I think we want this so that it resets. Four down to 2. And up to 6. If I just sit here, does it like cache it in? I'm not sure how this works. It looks like it's a certain number of moves and then it caches it in. So we want it to be at 6 after that number of moves, which I think we can do by just going left once and then right twice. Like that. So I think this is the actual solution to the puzzle, is to do that. It still went all the way down. Never mind. We need it to be 5, maybe? Because the orb is still gonna crash. Yep. Try this. Okay, cool. So that's the solution to that, I think, but we still don't have whatever I need to have to actually, like, get it to go. And that might have to do with this over here. But there's my orb. That's definitely a solved puzzle. And could it have to do with this thing out here? No, because that's nothing. It didn't really seem like there was anything I could do to interact with this for now. And the interface is just very cumbersome, the way you have to like pull on things. It's very like this game is from 2004 or something, but it has a very almost like The Room quality to it. Like not the movie, but like the phone game that has a Steam port, because I've played it on PC. But if you've played it, you know what I mean. Or it's like clearly designed for a touchscreen a little bit. Except I'm doing it with an analog stick, which is just like the worst possible option. They did. This would work on DS for sure. I think the problem is this game is like, I think the file size on this is like 3 point something gigabytes. And like they got Myst ported onto the DS. And obviously the DS resolution is a lot lower. So there's a lot less storage space needed, but like I don't think DS games get much larger than like, I don't even know how big, but probably like 128 meg, something like that would be my guess. I don't think they get even remotely the size of Myst 4. I don't know if they could have done it, but they should have done it. So they get up to 256. That's right sounding. These aren't... And this is not something I can do. And this isn't like a switch or anything. He just taps on it. Oh, we do have other places to go. Kingdom Hearts is 256. Wow. Kingdom Hearts. I hope I never do a DS thing and I never have to play it. You know, I guess it's kind of interesting. So here's this, they have the symbols on them, right? Like this like bread box looking thingy has got the M symbol. I'm gonna start having to take notes. And I think these symbols might line up with the symbols on the circuit board. Kingdom Hearts is the only game with that's 512. Damn. Kingdom Hearts. We're being forced to look at, the orb. So that moved the orb. Can I fast travel back to that? Why can I can fast travel back here? I didn't think they would let me do that because I didn't think we could get back. Yeah, I was thinking that. It's in reference to, I mean, it would have to be Days, because Recoded is like the crappy one, where it's just like, I think it's just like a DS port of a phone game, so like whatever. That's obviously not going to be the big one. Days is like the AAA blockbuster Kingdom Hearts DS experience. And see, this one's got the upside down M, also known as the W. Oh. Okay, this is just showing how much power we've got in each. I don't know if there's a certain amount we want in each.
Looks like those circuit lessons you drilled into me in Voltaire.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I mean, maybe I just max out power on both. and then something happens over here, and then I fix the orb later. Recoded has better gameplay than Days, damn. Someday I will play Kingdom Hearts 3. A little while ago, like, not even that long ago, like a couple weeks ago, I was just curious, and I looked it up, and a PS4 copy of Kingdom Hearts 3 is still too expensive for me to want to bother. I think it was like 20 bucks. And it's just like, no, still waiting then. If it ever hits $10, it'll finally be time to play Kingdom Hearts 3. But not before that. Hey, Americus. I solved a puzzle. We were stuck on this for like a very long time yesterday, and then today I just instantly looked at it and was like, oh, it's just this, isn't it? And that's what it was. Or really, I just noticed a thing in the room that I hadn't noticed yesterday, but, you know, one of those situations. One of those thing-noticing moments. Nah, I'm just cheap when it comes to video games. That's all it is. Especially like something like Kingdom Hearts 3 that I probably wouldn't even like that much and would kind of just be playing out of obligation. You know? Yeah, obligation to play video games. Well, I already played... Because I already played... Maybe we want max and then... I don't know. Let's try this. But I've already played 1 and 2, so... That kind of means 3 needs to happen, you know? It would be a shame not to play 3. Although if they're making a 4, and they are apparently making a 4, then it is kind of like... Eh? Like, if it's a good, solid trilogy, then you gotta finish the trilogy. But if they are just gonna keep it going, then maybe it's not even worth it. I don't know what this is trying to communicate to me. Maybe I need to turn off this? Like, I have to find the thing with this symbol on it and turn it off because it's gating this, like, door lock looking icon. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we've turned on some kind of... electric switch there. Oh, there are like stairs going back this way. Well, I guess this is where I came from, is these stairs back here. But maybe there's just something I didn't see before. I mean, maybe they want me to, like, instead of doing, like, I originally got the orb. I summoned the orb with 5 and then 0 at the top is what it would have been. Maybe they want me to summon the orb by doing, like, 4 and 1 or, like, 3 and 2, that kind of thing, where you're getting a little bit of power from both. But here, I don't think I've been this way. Yeah, it must be really high voltage going through that circuit, though. Normally, circuits run at, like, not electrocution level voltages, but no one told that to Cirrus or Akinar. Every partially successful rock test suggests 20 units of power total. Okay, we want 20 units of power total, but in what combination? Must find a way of dividing more accurately across 3 cables. Move gear. Kind of funny that I have to, can I put the gear back? Yeah. The gear just kind of slides along this axis. That's, gotta move the gear. Need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only to disrupt these samples. I'm just gonna write this down. Blue crystal test results conclusive. Need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only to disrupt these samples. I have no idea what that means. And here's Nara. Stronger than any other substance. Will need all the power keyboard can take. Oh, use distribute across all the wires. That's all they're really getting at here. I don't know why he drew a horse. But if I come across like a puzzle involving some wires.
What kind of a move is that? You had me, Father. You totally had me. And now you're leaving your queen wide open? Getting the narrow chess pieces out of you was more of a challenge than this.
I don't think the puzzle is here. Oh, hang on. Been this for some reason. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be anything. Let me see. That probably brings us back down to the bottom, right? Be my guess. I know we can climb further up. This might just bring us back up to like the top of the island, you know? Oh no, here's another one. Well, wait. This is just the other one. Oh, so that one, we were just on the bottom floor there. In that case, I do want to know, or, wait, where am I? Okay, there's that. And then here's a rock.
Impossible. Every scientific principle I know tells me these rocks shouldn't be floating. And yet, somehow, they are. Don't know how you did it, Father. But if you can write it, I can certainly use it.
So that's... Wait. Orb. Where am I? Where... Truly, where am I? I'm so confused by, like, the layout of this place. This is... Why is the orb here? How is there an orb? Where the hell is... This is like a totally... I've never been here before. Where am I? This is just... I'm just confused. I have no idea where anything is.
Has to be fake. Has to be. But will getting to it allow me to finally reach the ground? Have to know.
Have to know.
Have to get over there. Remarkable. No change to its molecular structure, no buildup of illumination inside. As long as the crystal remains grounded, electricity just passes straight through it. Interesting.
Book? Dude, I can't move the pendant. I can't read that. Fire was dangerous, but I assumed he meant its people were violent. Wait, okay, it appears that I have underestimated him. I did not think he could be this devious. He always said Spire was dangerous, but I assumed its people were violent. Violent and potentially xenophobic. The perfect combination with which to orchestrate a coup, but there are no people here. Eurus/Akinar was just expecting everyone to be racist, but actually, there's no one. Established a temporary encampment near the vegetal cavern. About the floating rocks, there's a phosphorescent green mineral running through much of this age. If I can capture one of the larger boulders, I should be able to turn it into a vessel and then sail. That's the orb car. The rocks float higher than the highest point of the palace. Forcing my ship to float lower than it prefers will take some doing. I do not know how this is possible. Okay, Akinar and I. So this is Cirrus. This is Cirrus's prison world. Regardless, I believe the crystals can solve my rock ship problem. He mad. You can see on the right page that he mad. I'm gonna have to start building again and capture another rock. This mistake has set me back years, but I'm close. So close to reaching the nearest palace. And from there, maybe accessing the ground. Well, that doesn't tell me anything. It's just this. Maybe if I pendant the book. I didn't pendant the book.
It appears that I have underestimated him. I did not think he could be this devious. He always said Spire was dangerous, but I
Yeah, I don't care about that. If he's just gonna read the book. So it's not over here.
Your faith in me is truly amazing, Mother. How long before I kill this one?
You know, I bet Catherine freed Cirrus and Akinar. I bet she did this shit. I bet this is her fault. And that's the plot of the game. Yeah, or the sister, but I'm leaning Catherine on this one because it was established in the books that Catherine was not comfortable with her sons being locked in prison realms. For some reason, she wasn't cool with that. I don't see why not. Atris was totally cool with it. He doesn't care. And I'll pull the... no, come on. This thing has a tiny hitbox. Damn. So now we're... I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Oh, we're... Okay, yeah, so that brought us back up to the top. I kind of don't think there's anything important up here, though. Is the sense that I got. But maybe there is. Is this... This is maybe where I just came from. And that hole brings us back down. what I thought was kind of weird, and I don't know if this matters, because there's a lot of red herrings in Myst games as well, as far as like things that are interactive that don't actually matter. There's up here. Oh, wait. There's an elevator here that I missed before. Hang on. Oh. Oh no, I don't think I did miss this. I don't think I did miss this. It just like wasn't working. But if we go all the way up to the top. In here, there's just like this weird. Oh, wait a minute. This is gonna be. I understand. This was like a prison situation, so the idea was that the linking book was kept on this side of the pod, and then, you know, Atris would pass shit back and forth to Cirrus through like this sort of system, but then this would be like, this was not destroyed like this, so it's clear that this was destroyed and thus Cirrus was freed, right? I don't think I ever pulled this before. Okay, but anyway, that means that this is not useful for anything, this little interactive hatch thing. And no, I don't know anything about abduction. Abduction, non-knowing person. The lever is probably like, that sounded like it was some kind of alarm, maybe to notify Cirrus that he has a visitor. There's a machine in Russian filled with dials and buttons and switches, and none of them do anything. LOL. Skip that. So we've got this guy, which I think goes up to 7. And then if we go up the ladder, the ladder goes up again. Did I go up here before? I think I did, and I like immediately turned back. We go up the ladder again. This is the one that goes up to 4. Okay, so I did come up here without even realizing that I had skipped a floor. And that means if there's a bread box on this floor, then we have not interacted with it. I don't think there is one though. But it would make sense if there was one, because it said 3 wires. 3 wires, 3 bread box type machines. I'm also looking for something that has the symbol that kind of looks like a meter on it, because that might, if something like that exists, then that could be useful. I don't know if I've come down here before. Did I jump down this? I don't think I did. I kind of figure this is just going to bring me down to the bottom floor, but this might be something new. Yeah, this is something new. Okay, I just didn't check here yet. Wasn't stuck, just hadn't checked everything yet, that's all. Like an electric chair that he's built. And he could not have designed this thing to be any more user-friendly. He set it to this. What?
Not long now, Father. Not long before I show you exactly what a smart little girl can do.
Is Yisha a robot? What does he mean by this? He's probably convinced her to break him out. I think it's that. This is way too much stuff. I'm a bit like overwhelmed by the amount of stuff. I think we don't have enough power. I think there's more. We need 20 exactly, right? Is what they said. And right now, our max appears to be like 11 or something like that. So I think this thing needs more power before we can solve whatever this puzzle is. That's my guess. I'm not able to mess with center wires when I'm in the middle floor. Alright, well, I still have no idea what's going on. Sure. Guess I'll go this way. Or what is this? This is probably turning on power to the chair. I don't think the elevator's coming. Oh, it is. It just takes forever. This might just be taking me back to where I've already been, though. Yeah, I think, right? I think I was here. It's hard to tell, because everything looks the same. This age kind of... Yeah, this is just the floor with the orb. I didn't see a mechanism on this floor. And I don't know how we would get power above 20 with only the two. Only the two things. And getting in the orb seems to do nothing. That bottom floor had the meter icon. When we got to the bottom floor, I, of course, can't fast travel to it, even though it's like the one place I wish I could fast travel to. When we got down there, it seemed like if we were able to divide the power correctly or whatever's going on there, then we'd be able to... Orb is up there right now. We'd be able to, like, get out of the chair while on the bottom floor. I think, is what that meant. I think I actually want to mess with the other one. I mean, let's, like, looking at this. Let me look at this again, because it's been a sec. Wait a minute. If we turned off the switch at the chair, then I think it would, because it had the power, it had the lightning bolt on it, it would turn this off, which in turn would turn this off, which would turn this off, but then also would turn off this, I think. Let me try it. It's gonna take like 80 years to walk over there again, but let's take a look at that. Because I think that switch defaulted to being set. I'm actually pretty confident of that. So where's the hole for me to jump down? It might be this way. No, I don't think the hole is this way. Oh wait, yeah, here's the hole. What did my notes say as well? Need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only. I think docking station is downstairs and garden is the upstairs one. So I think that when it says that, that does mean those are the only two bread box machines. Maybe. Let's put the power to that. And then fast travel back up to... Where do we want to go? here, maybe. Where is this? Oh, this is not even close to what I want. Maybe this one? The fast travel system's a bit like... I can't tell where I'm going, you know? This might be off now. It's not off. Wait. So if we come back down here... Did it even do anything? Did the symbols even mean anything? I just, like, misunderstood somehow. Okay, that is now off. But then... this is off. So... what does that mean? We pulled the switch up and it killed this, so now power is not coming from here to that. Stops this, which was sending power to that. Wait, hang on, I have an idea. If we just cut power to every machine, like we set the power in this to 0 and the power in the other one also to 0, do you think it would just, like, the board would be powered down and then maybe those other things are like switches that can be activated? Complete guess, but like, I'm desperate. I have no idea what I'm doing and I'm running out of ideas. Like maybe now we come up to this one. And we hit that. And now when I come back down here, and we go over to our electric book thing. Okay, it's just... no, it still zaps me, but now everything is off. Do you think we can do, like... I have no idea. Maybe now we turn on the electricity symbol. I feel like it was always on, though. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of give up a little bit. I've been walking around this island for like 45 minutes at least, and we have not solved anything. I'm gonna consult the hint map for an altered gaming experience. So this is the only puzzle. The rock ship puzzle. Have you checked out the Garden of Eden yet? There is a journal that could prove enlightening. Yeah, this is what I've been trying to do. The lever on the left of the panel turns it on, I know. The lever near the bottom grounds lightning conductors, and by doing so sends power to the electromagnet. Yeah, a lightning conductor is grounded when no St. Elmo's fire is visible around. What the fuck is that? Now all you need to figure out is how many conductors to ground, bearing in mind that sometimes you have to go up before you can go down. Getting the rock ship to float at the right height is only half the equation. You must also create a complete magnetic corridor between the docking station and the nearest palace. That means the docking station's electromagnet will be too strong, so you'll have to counterbalance it from above. I don't understand. I mean, maybe they want me... I had it at the correct height, but maybe I didn't have it... Maybe the problem is that I had it at the correct height, but it wasn't, like... Because I didn't go down and then up, it didn't like it. I just put it at the correct height, like a normal person would. Hey, Ketrub. maybe I set this to max out, and then I set the upper one to 1? Or 2, or whatever I set it to that gets it to the correct level. Doesn't seem to have really moved anything. Try 2. Okay, that gets me to the correct level. So if we set it to max and then 2. And then I come back down to here. Here's our orb. I don't think I mean, like, this is technically like a different way to how I did it before. So maybe it'll just... Okay, so I feel like that's stupid. This puzzle has multiple potential solutions, and they've just arbitrarily decided that only one of them counts. So if you do one of the other solutions first, you get the orb, and then pulling the lever just does nothing. And then you just think, oh, I guess that's not it then. And so then you just give up. I'm gonna say it, bad game design. I'm blaming the game at least like 75% on that one, TBH. Like, I literally tried that. I got in the orb too, like it succeeded. You can solve the puzzle but also fail to solve the puzzle in the same time. It's just bad. That's just bad. Hey, why am I here? Riven 3 is questionable, unfortunately. I guess that's where Akinar went. If I go down here... Yeah, right now we're in the book dimension that correction, that Cirrus was trapped in. So that's Cirrus from Myst 1. And he's like trying to escape from his book prison. These are flashbacks of him trying to do it. This is when he realizes he was on a floating island the whole time.
I am Cirrus. And I will not be defeated!
Why is he wearing that? He's dressed like a Confederate soldier. What is that shirt? But yeah, this is when Cirrus discovers that there's nothing down here. That do anything? No, because rock. Get the rock that's jammed in there out of the way. What do we think that just did? I have no idea what that was connected to, so I just did something though. Maybe we're good to go back up now. No, he's clearly not reformed by book prison. We've been seeing all of his pissed off, like, weird flashbacks where he talks about how evil he is. I haven't really explored. This is still the new island. I haven't really looked around that much. We got, ooh, this bread box. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and max this thing out. Oh wait, this goes way above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How high are we getting this thing up to? Well, back there we have it at 7 and 2. So we're at 9, so I think we want this to be at 11, actually. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so they're in groups of 7. So we're looking for like... Yeah, that rotating the island puzzle is like... That's probably my least favorite. Well, it's probably like the most annoying one. The worst puzzle in the game is probably just the island with all the trees on it because it's too easy. You just pull the levers and it's very obvious what's happening. It's like not even a puzzle. But the rotating the whole island one was like stupid. What are we at here? 7, 8, 9, 10. They all just add. None of them subtract. Well, we could set this to whatever we're going to set it to. What is that? 4, 6, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. That might have been set to 26. I can't really count, so I don't know. But maybe we set this to exactly 20. This adds 7. This subtracts 3, so that gets us to 4. This adds 10. Right now we're at 14. It's at 11 right now. If we just... But we can't leave it this way. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 21. It is a very simple input system where there's only so many potential solutions. it's not 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's too much. What does this even connect to? Hang on. I feel like this must not be... Can I go over here? Oh, he keeps like trying to point to things, but I pan by too fast. That brings me back over this way. And then from here I can go this way. Let me just explore the rest of the island and try to understand what's going on.
Heck of a lot of electricity being gathered out there. And as soon as I finish wiring this circuit, it'll go straight through the throne to where I need it the most. Can you hear the music yet, Father?
Well, let me go. Do I have fast travel to this island? I hope I do. I wasn't paying attention. They better have given me fast travel to this island. Do I not have any? Can I not fast travel off the island? They're gonna make me go back in the stupid orb? They're gonna make me go back in the orb, dude. That is so bad. I don't want it. This is gonna take forever. I kind of want to go back to the mainland to reread the thing that it said about 20 units of power. But I have to do it in the orb. I gotta sit through all of this. And now I can fast travel. But I think we're coming back here. I think this is where it was. Every partially successful rock test suggests 20 units of power total. No more, no less, but in what combination? I need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only? I don't really know why it says that. I don't think I agree. Did I even read this one? We'll need all the power a keyboard can take. Divide across all three. Well, let me just go down to the throne. Let's consult the throne. I don't remember how much power I put into that, but there's definitely some extra power going in there now. Yeah. Now let's bring us down to the bottom floor. This takes forever to get around. All right. maximum power. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 19. Oh, is this going to be even? Is this actually unintentionally correct? I think it is. Let's fucking go. No, let's not fucking go. That did nothing. Ah, man, I thought I had it. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe we're putting... I mean, 20 is not divisible by 3, so it can't be that we're deleting 20 units, right? It has to be 20 units remaining, which I thought I had just done. Like, what does that add up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And we drop them all by 1, 18, 19, 20. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 7. That's 14, 18, 19, 20. This is like... kind of feel like this should be it, but it's just that my understanding of the puzzle isn't here, you know? Like, clearly I don't get what they're asking for, because shouldn't this just be it? I don't think these are interactive in any way. I don't really know what they are, but I don't think they're interactive. I mean, could it be... Let me set this back to where... it was. It was set to here. I just want to watch that animation again. No, it's nothing helpful. And 20 is not divisible by 3, so we can't actually... Well, no, it's just not. So, like... we could get close. We could do, like, a... you know, 7, 7, 7. Or... I think that's set to 7. That gets us 21. And then we just set one of them to, like, be 6. And it's nothing. It could also be... that we're not supposed to press that blue button. We're supposed to press the other blue button, like this one over here. if I put this up, what happens? That just kills the whole mechanism. This is just, we're leaving when you do that. So that's not it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The shape of their windpipes should look familiar. What? Sirius's musical instrument won't work correctly until the massive gear mechanism at the base of the age is adjusted. Did it? Once that's done, the 3 cables running into the spider chair's control panel will be in tune. Setting 3 sliders in various positions across the cables can produce countless harmonic frequencies, but only 4 combinations will open the circular locks you see here. You could play with the cables for days to find them, or you could see if Cirrus left any research notes and lists lying around. I mean, I did. Like, I have to back out of this shit. It's gonna take forever, but he said need to supply the keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only to disrupt these samples, whatever that means. And he also says something about the keyboard being supplied with 20 units of total power only, which I don't know. Like, still can't get out of this thing. Every part suggests, I'm just gonna write this down. Every partially successful rock test suggests 20 units of power total. No more, no less. But in what combination? Must find way of dividing more accurately across 3 cables. And then in this one, need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only to disrupt these samples. Are we trying to disrupt a sample? Wait, can I just move this piece of paper? Hang on. Can I get at the under paper? Yes, okay, my bad. Strong earthquake-like tremors in lab when 2 of the harmonies listed in the musical chart were played. The musical chart. Could I be close to finding a usable frequency? Lab mostly rock. The musical chart. Is the musical chart like this? Not that. Where is it? Is it this? They're all X'd out. Musical chart? I don't think I've found that. Maybe if we go back this way, like over here with the other book. Maybe it's in that other book and I just skipped past it because I didn't realize its significance at the time. musical chart. This is nothing. Here's this book. No, there's no musical chart here. The musical chart might be red herring. That might be like, I might just be looking for something that doesn't exist, because they said that the music chart would be close. But whatever's in the musical chart is confirmed not correct. So it might not be that important. Or it might just not exist at all. Oh, I've never looked over here before. Hang on. I came to this screen, I looked at this, and then I think I turned this way, and then I went back. I don't think I've looked at whatever this is. Please be important. Please be a musical chart. It doesn't look like one. This looks really unimportant. It's fucking nothing. It's fucking nothing. Alright, that... I got hopeful for a second. Map doesn't even help me, really. Well, let me think about this for a second. Like, but 20 is not divisible by 3, but if it's need to supply every partially successful rock test suggests 20 units of power total. Need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only. Supply key... But that's only 7.4. That can't be 20. That's like not physically possible. I don't understand what the game is asking, even. This just makes no sense to me. Wait, was that a piece of paper on the ground? Hang on. You there? Oh my god, okay. Okay, hang on. There's just a piece of paper on the ground in the middle of this cave? That is stupid. And there's the combinations. Quartz samples visibly affected when cables 1, 2 set correctly, and 3 is powered by less than 5 conductors. Must be nearing point of total molecular disruption. Will conduct what part doesn't matter. I was just going back to the chair so I could press more buttons. Honestly, lucky find spotting the piece of paper. That is so missable. But it's 8, 12, 7 gets an X. 8, 12, 6 gets an X. 8, 12, 5 gets an X. 8, 12, 4 gets a yes. So we probably want to set it to 8, 4, 12. Or 8, 12, 4, rather. No under the skin. I will continue to miss things. Sorry. Sorry to let you down, but I will continue missing things in the future. So that adds up to 24. I'm just saying, that's not 20 total. That is 24. But we have... Yeah. Wait. Yeah, because, like, in this situation, our docking station bread box is set to 7. Our garden one is set to 2, so that gets us to 9. Which means we need to set the one out on the island to what? 15? That it would go down to 24. So I think we're gonna go set the island one to 15. And if this doesn't work, then I'm just gonna take the solution at that point. If this better work, this has to be it. This, like, actually legitimately has to be it. Oh, it was behind a door. It was just sort of on the ground in a hallway. Like, it wasn't on a desk or in a drawer or any, like, conspicuous place to put something. It was just like, well, I sure hope the player pays close attention to the floor when they're walking down this hallway. Otherwise, they're missing the most important part of the whole puzzle. Okay, so we're trying to set this thing to, what did I say, 15. Which I'm pretty sure I've done before, so I'll just have to do whatever I did again. Each set of lights is 7, so we're looking for there to be 1 light on in the 3rd set. That's the goal. Takes forever to reset this puzzle. You gotta wait for all the lights to animate. There's only so many potential solutions, though. It's not that complicated. Like, this is plus 10. It's just a 7. 14. $11. No. I feel like we can't go all the way to the right, because it'll just be, like, too crazy. Oh, that's only plus 1? Okay, wait. So if we can get to 14... Okay, no, I understand the solution. It's just left and then all the way right. This will be 7, 4, 14. Shit. How did I do my math wrong? That's 16. And that's 26, so that's no good. And then it's dead. So... I mean, maybe we don't... Maybe it's fine if there's more power. We just need there to be enough that we can input 8, 12, 4, you know? Maybe it doesn't need to be the exact number. Or maybe we can... Hang on a minute. I get it. I fucking get it. Okay, ready? We set this to 16, and then... Wait. with this at 16, to get to 24, we would need 8, which would need 6-1? No, 6-2, but I don't think 6-2 would work on the other side. Like, on the other side, the things that work are like... I think the other side maybe... I think the only things that would work are 7-2 or 8-1 for being able to get to this island. Now, I guess if you want to go... I guess if you really want to go there, technically once we've left this island, we can set the other two to whatever the hell we want. So we could set the other two to just be 6 and 2, and then we could set this one to be 16, and then we would have 24, right? And we know how to get 16 on this. And that would get us 24. We set this. I don't think there's anything... I don't think we ever got anything indicating that the orb had to be in, like, operational... Like, that the orb had to be operational, you know? I don't think we ever got anything like that. Hang on, I'm not confident that I didn't sit there and watch it go in. It made the sound effect, but I'm not confident that it really happened. I'm going back. And let me just count that is definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it didn't actually set. So it didn't stop at 16. Never mind. I don't know even how to get 16. And I get 10. 7. 14. This is 11. We can get 21, but that's... I mean, I guess I could do 21 and then, like, 1 and 2 on those other machines, but that's kind of insane. What I just set this to? 14... That's 14, 15, 16, 17. Is that 18? Am I looking at this correctly? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this set to 18. And that means we need to set these to a total of 6. I mean, actually, here's what I'm going to do. Before I start messing with these, I am just going to go back down there, and I'm just going to set the numbers. I know we have the numbers right now. We're over the total number of numbers. That was a terrible sentence, but you know what I mean. We've got more power in the chair than we need right now. So maybe we can just, like, set the combination. It's just like, fuck it, good enough. Welcome aboard. So it's 8, 12, 4 is what we're looking for. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Set this guy to 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we smack the big button. And nothing happened. Oh, wait. No, nothing happened. Damn it. So I guess if we just maybe... We'll try setting it so that there's exactly 24 power in the system. Wait. The note said... Quartz samples visibly affected when cables 1 and 2 are set correctly, and 3 is powered by less than 5. But then he also says, every partially successful test suggests 20 units of power total. So I think if 8 and 12 are correct, then the correct setting for the third wire is actually 0. Does that make any sense at all? And if we set this thing to have exactly 20 units of power total in the system, and we set 8 on cable 1 and 12 on cable 2 and 0 on cable 3, it can't be 0. That's such like a weird, like, oh yeah, just don't touch this one. It can't be that, but that would get us 20 units total. So I kind of want to try it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save. And then I'm going to go mess with the other bread boxes. So what did we say we set that thing to? We set it to 18. So this needs to be set to 1 and 1, which might not even be possible. So we might have to go back and fiddle with that other machine some more. And you know what I want to try? I want to try having extra power with the correct combination. It's 20 exactly, 8, 12. No, I don't want to try that. Actually, I don't care. I'm just gonna mess with the bread boxes. If this isn't it, then I actually just give up. This better be it. I don't know if it's possible to set the other bread box to 1. That's +4. This is -2. Damn, there's still one more step in this. That's not it. That's +1. It might not be possible to set this thing to 1. Or... yeah, I don't think it is possible to set this one to 1. Let me think about it for a sec. We've got... what are our options? If we just go left... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 steps. 2, 3, 4. Wait, I'm stupid. You just do this. Now it's 1. Of course you can set it to 1. Okay, so this is now 20 total power. And we're going to do it in an 8-12-0 configuration. So this does sort of seem... like I do... Let me just check it. It's definitely 20. We've seen that. It's 4 plus 14 for 18, 19, 20. That is absolutely adding up to 20. We've got 20 power in the system total, not more, not less. We are inputting cable 1 and 2 set correctly at 8 and 12, and cable 3 is going to be set to 0. And if this isn't the solution, then I give up. I completely give up at that point. This has to be it. Even though it seems kind of weird. How is that still not it? What the fuck? How? What? No. Okay, I'm done. I'm fully done. How the fuck is that not it? What do they want from me? Consulting the help system to get the solution to a puzzle will considerably alter your gaming experience. Just entering the map at all alters your gaming experience. It could alter your gaming experience, but if you just say tell me the solution, this will considerably alter the gaming experience. I have no idea. 7 of Cirrus's research papers? And the windpipe shapes and tension gauge settings. What the fuck? I don't even think I've seen that. What? Of the 3 large crit, descend to the base of the age and tune the massive gear mechanism. Look up to see which gear's cable enters which familiarly shaped windpipe. What? I wasn't even close. What is this? Huh? To turn the gears to these settings: gear 1 to 4, gear 2 to 3, gear 3 to 7. Return to the keyboard level. Am I even at the keyboard? Using the hints found in step 1, determine the what the fuck? No, I wasn't even close. What? I am missing a lot of stuff, clearly. None of the solutions are 8-12-4 or 8-12-0 or 8-12 anything. Huh? I still don't even think I understand what they're telling me to do. That's the thing. Like, I still don't get it. Explore the age to a list of windpipe shapes and tension gauge settings of 3 large crystals. Descend to the base of the age and tune the massive gear. I found the massive gear. I guess I'll just go back down there. Look up to see which gear's cable enters which familiarly shaped windpipe. I'm just gonna write this shit down. Gear 1 to 4. Gear 2 to 3. Gear 3 to 7. And then the keyboard are 10, 5, 5, 3, 1, 7, 6, 12, 4, and 12, 12, 12. I think my experience is completely shattered in the sense that I at least thought I was onto something. I just figured that, like, I kind of just figured that when I looked at the solution, it would just be like, oh, you're just missing this one, or like you've just misunderstood the hint slightly. That's what I thought it was gonna be. Just like oh yeah, I just wasn't understanding this aspect correctly. No. They're just straight up like, hey, so you didn't even get like half the puzzle. You weren't even on the right track. What the hell? Why is this game like a million times harder than Myst 3 was? It's a different developer. I just feel like Ubisoft Montreal are just like fucking nuts. They just seem to be completely nuts. Like, this is the whole game is way too slow because of the bad loading times and the unskippable animations. And, like, Exile had this kind of fast travel zip system where you could just, like, run really fast through certain areas of the game. This game doesn't have that, and instead has fast travel that only sometimes works and only takes you to some places, so it's not as good. The whole interface is just, like, crusty and unpleasant to deal with. Myst 4 sucks, dude. I'm a bit surprised to see this. But I think Myst 4 might legitimately kind of suck. And I am complaining, like, sure, skill issue, I guess. But, like, no one's solving that without a guide. I don't understand at all. This is the huge gear. There's only one huge gear. That's why I don't understand it. There's only one huge gear down here. Oh, wait. No, this is still just... I guess I kind of forgot this existed. I don't really know what this is. I mean, maybe... I don't think that was pointing at a rock before. I literally consulted the, like, is there a different solution to a puzzle that they can just, like... No. This is still just that. Oh, here we go. Wait. Yeah. Oh. The spider chair in the prison cell needs exactly 36 units of power to work completely, and the lightning conductor network beyond the nearest palace can provide some of it. So too can the conductors in... Okay, wait. Apparently we needed 36? You turned on several... Remember, you need exactly... Okay, so it's currently set to 9. So we need 25 from the nearest palace. That's another aspect of this as well. This is just like... This puzzle is batshit insane. Like, for context, you want to know what the puzzles were like in Myst 1? In Myst 1, there were puzzles where there were a bunch of levers that controlled if the water was going to flow left and right, and you just had to flow the water into a door to unlock it. That was a puzzle in Myst 1. You just pull a couple of levers to control the water flow. It makes sense. It's not that crazy. This gear won't even turn again. I don't even think this gear is the big gear they're talking about. There might be an entire area to this puzzle that I've just never been to before. I'm just like, I don't know. I have no idea what to make of any of this. This is incredibly confusing. I think there's a whole area to this map that I just haven't even been to, honestly. Like, Myst 1 makes so much sense. The puzzles are the perfect level so that someone unintelligent like myself can solve them and feel good about themselves. This is unsolvable. This is nuts. Someone's gonna, you know, I'm sure there's someone out there in the chat who's just like, oh, I solved this without a guide, and it's like, okay, turbo genius. But I did not. So 10, 11, 21, 2019, 18. This is 24. I've been here for over an hour. I entered this realm almost 2 hours ago. Remember when I solved the thing right at the start of the stream, and I was like, hell yeah, I solved the thing. That was easy. Progress today. Like, no. Wait, that gets us to 21, 22, 23, 24. That was 26. I can't do math. I think we need 25, though. Wait. Yeah, no, we need... Well... Do we need 27? We need 27. I really can't do math. It has to be 27, because then 3, 6, then the 9 gets us to 36. So, it has to get to 27 somehow. 7... 4... 14... 11... 21... Huh. It has to be possible to set this to 27, right? I think it's gonna be this. 10, 11, 21. Wait, yeah, no. Wait, that's 22. Why can't I do math? I'm like consistently failing to do simple addition today. I don't know what's wrong with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Then this brings us down to 19. And then this brings us to 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's 26. 21, 22, 23. That is 26, which isn't what we want, because then we'd need 10 from the others. And I don't think there's a way to get 10. Well, there is a way to get 10. We just have to get 3 or 6 and 4. We have to get either 9 and 3 or 6 and 4. We know 6 is possible. I don't know if 4 is possible from the upstairs device. I'm gonna make a save out here because it takes so long to get out here that I don't want to have to come back, especially if I'm gonna be messing with the orb car and like deactivating it essentially in order to do this. The whole bottom of the age thing, I don't know though. I thought the giant gear at the bottom of the age was down there. I thought that was the bottom of the age, but apparently we can go deeper. I mean, I guess that's the distant palace or whatever. Why did Atris build such a horrible nightmare world for Cirrus to live in? I'd be pissed too. Like puzzles aside, like what's with the vibes in here? He could have written anything, you know? Why did he do this? So right now that is set to 7. It's a punishment, but like... I feel like at least lore-wise, I understood it as these guys are going to do something dangerous and I have to lock them away so that they don't. In which case, a less miserable world would have sufficed. The whole point is to just get him away from society so that he doesn't use his book writing powers for evil or whatever. Okay, that's 7-3. So I believe it is currently set to 30 to 36. Because we've got 26, 7, and 3. There must be other pieces of paper just like on the ground that I didn't find that would have shown me the way. Wait. Is there... I can go... Yeah, there's another piece of paper here. Hang on. I don't know what to make of this. Here's some stuff. Some combinations of things. Are any of these even correct? 10... I don't even think any of these are correct. I don't know what I would make of that piece of paper. Anyway, just let me get in the chair. We haven't tuned it, though. So I think that it's still... I think this is still not going to solve it. But we do have exactly 36 things of power. And we do know the correct combinations because the built-in game facts has told it. You know, like, if that's not an indictment of the game, I don't know what is. This game has a built-in, just tells you the solution system. Like, what? None of the other Myst games have that. But then for Myst 4, they're like, shit, we gotta have that. Like, I don't know, just a thought. What did I do? Are these the giant gears? Oh! Oh, okay, so, okay. So just having 36 power in general is what allowed me to come down here, where I can now tune the giant gears? Maybe... And then we set gear 2 to 3. I've kind of already fucked this, haven't I? How do I unset it? It only goes one direction. Well, here, this gets set to 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one gets set to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this one is broken. I don't know how to unset it. I'm kind of just looking at weird pixels here. I'm not sure how to interpret this.
Oh, God! No wonder I can't get the right frequency. When they slip out of tune, these cables sound worse than Mother's caterwauling.
Caterwauling. The white lever. Oh yeah, this right here. There we go. We're setting this to 1, 2, 3. So this might be in tune now. How do I go back up? How do I go back up? Um... Okay. And now maybe... But yeah, like this... I think that ever since we... I think the idea here is that ever since we put 36 into this, this panel became active, which allowed us to go down there. Anyway, I have to set this again. And maybe pressing this. Did nothing? What don't I understand about how to activate? I mean, is this even... I'm checking the thing again. I'm just checking the thing again. Well, examine its 4 circular locks. This might not be a keyboard. I kind of thought this thing was the keyboard. But what if it... 1055? Well, here, the Nara lock is 12, 12, 12. Let me just... Oh, it's because of these 4. These are the 4 circular locks. If I just max this thing out, full power, 12, 12, 12. Nothing. There's something I don't... It's not letting me... do anything anymore. Hello? Hello? What happened? The cursor is like not doing anything anymore. I think the cursor broke. It's not animating anymore. It's just... And it's telling me to look up or something, but there's nothing. I think the cursor broke. What is happening? Nothing is interactive anymore. And the cursor is just stuck pointing up. Normally it like interacts as you swing the camera around. And pressing B to enter like free cursor mode also doesn't do anything. None of the controls are doing anything. I can't even pause the game. It's just fucking stuck. I think I soft locked it. It is actually just stuck. Wow. Cool. I didn't save either, I don't think, after... Well, I have to reset the console. None of the controls work anymore. Just, like... Amazing. My will and desire to play this game is just, like, in the toilet right now. Fuck this, honestly. I have to go back and, like, redo all the puzzles and shit, because I haven't saved in a bit. Why is it like this? Myst 3 Exile was great, but then those guys had to go out of business. And so they had to hand Myst 4 Exile to Myst 4 whatever to Ubisoft, who just turned out this piece of shit. Like, what a bad game. I think my last save was before I, like, did anything. I think I have to do a lot of stuff again. Oh yeah, I own all of those games. Those are backups that I made myself of my own copies of the games. I think I saved. No, I saved more recently than that. Like, I'm pretty sure my most recent save is after setting this to the correct number. No, that's not the correct number. That's 21, 22, 23, 24. No, this is the correct number. So this is set correctly right now. So I don't have to redo that. So I think I'm just going back, setting the upper panel to 3, and then going back and trying again. Yeah, I have to go set the other one to 3. But I think that and messing with the gears is the only thing that I've lost. So it's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. But, like, the 1055 didn't seem to do anything. So I feel like there's some aspect of this that I'm still missing, possibly. I mean, we're already looking at solutions here. Let me just... No, that's... Yeah, I already know this. This is actually not telling me a solution to a puzzle that I haven't solved myself. So never mind to that. I kind of forget how I did this, but it can't be that complicated. Yo, later, haphazardous. Thanks for the GL. Where on earth is it 10:34 a.m. right now? Think about that one for a second. They're closer to 24 hours than that. Maybe like some part of Asia. I don't know. Or like New Zealand. So we're at 36. Let me save again. This is worth another save. I'm gonna have to start saving kind of regularly now that I know that this game can just like shit the bed like that. It's a very simple game. I feel like oftentimes when you talk about soft locks in point and click adventures, it's in the sense that like you've rendered some kind of puzzle unsolvable by sort of breaking the triggers of the game in some way. I feel like that's fairly common, but like it's not fairly common for the game to just actually freeze like that. Like they don't normally have such glaring technical faults because they're kind of simple. It's very well tread ground. So even without inputting anything, I can smack the big center button, and that sends us down to the gears, where we then set this thing to 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we set this thing to 1, 2, 3. Then we set this thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I do not remember the last time I watched an ad on TV. So if there was some kind of tragic ad on TV right now, I wouldn't know either. I believe these are our 4 rocks. Yeah, I mean, I think that like the thing is, I think that cable TV at this point, so like this is everyone says this is like a uniquely American thing. Like ads for pills and shit on TV. You know, like every other ad will be like, if you or a loved one is suffering from mesothelioma, you may be entitled to compensation, but not like that one. That's an old one, but more like, try whatever, try this shit. They'll be like advertising some pills to you, some kind of meds. Like, ask your doctor if this is right for you. Those kinds of ads. Apparently, that's like uniquely an American thing. Um, that one was oddly specific because that was one that I remember seeing a lot as a kid. It was this stupid ad. Yeah, if you or a loved one has recently been diagnosed with mesothelioma, then you may be entitled to compensation. I don't know why that's stuck in my mind all these years, but I think it was just advertising like a settlement probably from a lawsuit. And this was on like Nickelodeon, by the way. Like this is like with the cartoons. If you get the mesothelioma, you may be entitled to compensation ads. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah, like I think that at this point, like cable TV skews so old that like every ad is that now. Every single one is like old people having old people problems and like advertising different drugs to them. That just soft locks the game. It just does it consistently. Look at this. It happened again. I it just did it again. Like I maybe it's because I'm putting them in the wrong order or something. What it like what am I doing wrong here? I mean, I am not putting them in the order the solution says to, but like damn. Well, resetting again. A cooler dashboard. Oh, not this one. games, all of my games that I own. Yeah, a lot of Viagra ads, a lot of Ozempic ads and like Ozempic adjacent stuff. I think I might have to tune the machine again. I saved before tuning the machine. I entered in 1055 and it didn't react though, right? And that's the first one listed in the solution that it tells me. Like if we come in here, solution, yes. Look up to see which gear's cable enters which familiarly shaped windpipe. Not familiar to me. Return to the keyboard level and examine its 4 circular locks. Maybe it's because I didn't examine all 4 of the locks? Using hints found in step 1, rock lock 1055, blue crystal 317, quartz lock 6124, Nara lock 121212. Oh. Oh, hang on. We didn't read this part before. Set the frequency for each lock one at a time by positioning the sliders starting from the left. To determine the correct order in which the frequencies should be set, note how much time it takes each lock to close once its frequency is played. Now play the 4 frequencies again as fast as you can. Oh, Christ. You have to interact with this terrible interface quickly? Why would you do this to me, Ubisoft? It's 612. Okay, so the correct order is 6124, 317, 121212, 10. No, 1055, 121212. Wait, what did that say at the end there? Cross the bridge to explore Cirrus's bomb factory. It's where they make the so they make the die-in for pies from SpongeBob. Oh no, these pies aren't homemade. They were made in a factory. Bomb factory. They're bombs. Yeah, I did that on Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure. I did on GameCube. Before we were playing all Xbox games, I previously played every GameCube game. We had 474 of them. And since that's on there, we did it on there. I do actually own a copy of that on Xbox, though. Like, I'm joking around about my list of games I totally own on the dashboard, but I do actually own Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure, and I own it on Xbox, so it's sitting right over there. I gestured to it IRL. Yeah, every in quotations, whatever. I mean, like, think of it like this. Pretty much everyone I know who did play the sports games just won, like, one game of sports game and then said that was good enough. And in my opinion, you didn't beat the sports game unless you won the Super Bowl, you know? So I'm just saying, no one beats all the sports games. That's my justification. I also didn't want to play PSO 1 and 2 twice. Yeah, I've played Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure multiple times. It's kind of like, oh, that's weird. Wait, why did the GC command not work? Why did SafeC just get ignored? Wait, it just worked for me. Why did it just ignore why did it just ignore SafeC? I guess the bot hates you. I don't know what to say. So the correct combination is 6, 12, 4. Four. And press it. That didn't play a frequency. It could be that this isn't... I mean, this is the keyboard, right? I'm horribly confused. This is really hopeless for me. Set the frequency one at a time by positioning the sliders starting from the left. I mean, maybe the blue button is not what we do. I feel like that lock looks like it has nothing in it. They all just look like nothing. I'm not really sure what to think about this. Oh, wait, you know what it might be? Six, 12, 4. And then setting this. And then maybe... No, that appears to have been nothing. Apparently it's not this. Yeah, I have no idea. I think I'm gonna stop for today, honestly. We're about at that time, and I'm just like, I don't know. We're about at that time where I gotta stop for today, and I'm just gonna end up literally watching a video of someone doing this at this point. I have no idea what they want from me. Even reading the solution that they just straight up tell you what to do is just like not helping. I got nothing on this puzzle at all. How disappointing. I don't know. But I do think that I could have smashed my head against this for another like 6 hours and never figured it out with all of this whatever that's going on. So I don't know. Kind of sad because like I really didn't have to use hints that much for Myst 3, but Myst 4 is just gonna be that way, I guess.